Imagine waking up one day to realize that the version of yourself you've known your whole life isn't truly you. What if everything you believe, everything you see, and everything you feel has been carefully constructed by forces you can't even see? Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? But here's the truth. This isn't fiction. You've probably heard the term chosen ones before. Maybe it conjures images of heroes destined for greatness or individuals with extraordinary gifts. But what if being a chosen one isn't about being special in the way society wants you to believe? What if it's about breaking free from the invisible chains that hold your perception hostage? This video is for those who feel deep down that something isn't right, for those who sense there's more to life than the stories we've been told. Today, we'll uncover how the world around you, through media, traditions, and even relationships, works tirelessly to shape your beliefs and keep you in line. But more importantly, we'll talk about how to break free. By the end of this journey, you'll understand how to reclaim your mind, rewrite your reality, and step into the life you were truly meant to live. Ready to see the truth? Let's begin. The idea of chosen ones has existed for centuries, appearing in myths, religions, and even pop culture. From ancient texts to modern-day storytelling, we're constantly fed this narrative of individuals destined for greatness. People handpicked by a higher power or fate to lead, save, or inspire. But here's the twist. The concept of being chosen isn't always about empowerment. In many cases, it's a tool, a way to create hierarchies and control. Think about it. Ancient kings claimed divine right, saying they were chosen by the gods. Religious leaders throughout history declared themselves intermediaries between the divine and the masses. This idea wasn't just about faith or destiny, it was about establishing authority. Now, let's zoom out. How does this relate to perception? Over time, societies evolved, but the need to control didn't disappear, it just became more sophisticated. Instead of kings declaring their divine right, we now have systems that subtly shape how we think, what we value, and what we see as possible for ourselves. Take a moment to reflect on how perception is molded in everyday life. Schools teach us what's important to know. Media feeds us a specific narrative about the world. Social norms dictate how we should act, what's acceptable, and what's not. All of these elements create a framework, a carefully constructed lens through which we view reality. Even the idea of being a chosen one itself can be a trap. Think about how society idolizes certain individuals, celebrities, influencers, and leaders. We're conditioned to believe that only a select few can truly make a difference. This makes the rest of us feel powerless, as if our role is to follow rather than lead. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. You don't need anyone to choose you. You don't need validation from an external source to realize your potential. The power to shape your perception, and by extension, your reality, has always been within you. As we dive deeper, we'll uncover how this control plays out in modern times, and more importantly, how you can dismantle it. In today's world, the control over your perception isn't enforced with swords or crowns. It's far more subtle and far more dangerous. The systems shaping your reality are so integrated into your daily life that most of the time, you don't even notice them. Let's break it down. First, there's the media. News outlets, social platforms, entertainment, all of them influence how you see the world. Take the news, for example. The stories you hear aren't just random events. They're carefully selected, framed, and delivered to evoke specific emotions, fear, anger, or even hope. Why? Because when you're emotionally charged, you're easier to guide, easier to control. Then there's social media. On the surface, it seems like a tool for connection, but in reality, it's a playground for manipulation. Algorithms decide what you see, prioritizing content that keeps you scrolling, liking, and engaging. But here's the kicker. It's not about what's true, it's about what's profitable. By controlling your feed, they control your focus. And by controlling your focus, they control your perception. Let's not forget education. Schools are often seen as neutral spaces for learning, but in truth, they're one of the earliest tools of control. From a young age, we're taught not just facts, but also how to think, how to behave, and what's considered normal. The system rewards conformity and punishes deviation, creating individuals who are easier to manage. And then there's consumer culture. Every ad you see, every brand you interact with, is designed to shape your identity. You're constantly told that you need to buy this, wear that, or achieve this milestone to be happy or successful. This isn't about your well-being. It's about keeping you trapped in a cycle of consumption. Now let's bring this closer to home. Think about the people around you, your friends, family, and even co-workers. Social pressure is one of the oldest forms of control. The need to fit in, to be accepted, often overrides your true desires. You might suppress your opinions, dreams, or even your personality to align with what's expected. The common thread in all of this is the illusion of choice. You feel like you're making decisions for yourself, but in reality, the options you're given were pre-selected. The narratives you consume, the values you hold, even the dreams you chase, all are influenced by forces you rarely question. But here's the wake-up call. Questioning these forces is the first step to breaking free. Start by asking yourself, why do I believe what I believe? Who benefits from me thinking this way? What would my life look like if I challenged these norms? In the next section, we'll explore exactly how you can begin to dismantle these systems of control and reclaim the narrative of your life. Now that we've uncovered how control over perception works, the next step is reclaiming your power. Breaking free isn't easy. It requires awareness, intention, and courage, but it's absolutely possible. Let's explore some strategies that can help you dismantle the illusion and take back control over your mind and your life. 1. Recognize the patterns. The first step is awareness. Start by identifying the forces that shape your perception. Ask yourself, what media do I consume, and how does it influence my beliefs? What social norms have I accepted without question? What fears or insecurities drive my decisions? Once you start noticing these patterns, you'll begin to see how deeply they're ingrained. The goal isn't to feel overwhelmed, it's to observe without judgment. Awareness is the foundation of change. 2. Detox your inputs. Your mind is like a garden. It flourishes when you plant the right seeds. To regain control, you need to limit the negative influences in your life. Cut down on media that provokes fear, anger, or division. Curate your social media feeds to include voices that inspire growth and positivity. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to think critically, not just conform. This doesn't mean isolating yourself. It means being intentional about the energy and information you allow into your life. 3. Question everything. One of the most powerful tools you have is curiosity. Start questioning the truths you've been taught. Why do you believe what you believe? Who benefits from you holding on to these beliefs? What would happen if you let them go? For example, if you've been told that success means working a 9-to-5 and owning a big house, ask yourself, is that really your dream? Or is it someone else's idea of success? 4. Reprogram your mind. Breaking free from control isn't just about removing old beliefs, it's about replacing them with empowering ones. Practice affirmations that reinforce your autonomy and self-worth. Visualize the life you want to create, free from external influences. Read books or listen to podcasts that challenge your perspective and expand your mind. Remember, your mind is malleable. The more you feed it with empowering ideas, the more it will adapt. 5. Take back your focus. In a world designed to distract you, focus is a superpower. Start by reclaiming your attention. Practice mindfulness to stay present in the moment. Set boundaries with technology, like turning off notifications or scheduling screen-free time. Prioritize activities that align with your values and bring you closer to your goals. When you take control of your focus, you take control of your life. 6. Embrace your authenticity. One of the most liberating acts is being true to yourself. Stop trying to fit into molds that don't serve you. Explore your passions, even if they seem unconventional. Speak your truth, even if it's uncomfortable. Remember that your uniqueness is your greatest strength. The world doesn't need more people following the script. It needs individuals brave enough to write their own stories. 7. Connect with your inner power. Finally, understand that you don't need to look outside yourself for validation or direction. Everything you need is already within you. Spend time in reflection or meditation to connect with your inner voice. Trust your intuition, even when it contradicts external advice. Know that you are capable of creating the life you desire, regardless of what others say. Breaking free from control is a journey, not a destination. It's about reclaiming your mind, rewriting your story, and living a life aligned with your truth. And the best part? By doing this, you inspire others to do the same. In the final section, we'll bring everything together and leave you with a message that will ignite your path forward. You've made it this far, and that alone sets you apart. The fact that you're here, questioning the narrative and seeking the truth, shows that you're ready to break free. But this journey doesn't end here. It begins now. Imagine what your life could look like if you fully embraced your power, no longer controlled by the expectations of others, no longer limited by beliefs that don't serve you. Instead, you wake up every day with clarity, purpose, and the freedom to live authentically. The world wants you to think you're just another piece in the puzzle, but the truth, you're the puzzle maker. You decide how the pieces fit together, and you have the power to create a masterpiece. If this message resonates with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. You never know whose life you might change by simply sharing this truth. And if you're ready to go deeper, to explore these ideas and take actionable steps toward reclaiming your mind and your freedom, subscribe to this channel. Join a community of people just like you, people who refuse to be confined by the limits of perception. You are not here by accident. You are here because you're ready to break free, ready to rise above the noise, ready to become the version of yourself that you've always known existed beneath the surface. Remember this, you don't need anyone to choose you. You don't need anyone to give you permission. You've had the power all along. Now, it's time to use it. Thank you for watching, and welcome to the journey of true freedom.